straight for Fatehi, the straight flush draw for Vogelsang. And card is the 9 of diamonds, it's the straight flush! Sow shoves on him. He snap calls, fascinated to see what he has here. Aces.
That makes sense.
His range was aces or kings. And look at this, the straight flush draw for Kalidou Sow.
Whoa!
15 outs. Now, is this going to be a case of too many outs? Are there simply too many cards that Sow could hit? He's actually a statistical favorite with 56% equity, even though Mordvinov is ahead for now with the overpair.
I can't imagine what Mordvinov is thinking right now. This is so sick.
Boom.
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Straight flush. Straight flush.
A straight flush on the turn, which has Mordvinov drawing dead on the river.
Look at Alice's face. She's like, yep, I did that.
Look at Sow's face. He can't believe it either.
It's free, why wouldn't you? And Benes will raise the button.
Benes stroking the nipple of this pot, but the question is, does Spindler want to accept the tickle or slap the man in the face?
It's B, look. He's taking control.
Yeah, that's right. He's slapped him right in the chops, but Benes loves it. He's come back for more. He absolutely loves it. Look at this.
Wow, fun flop for all the family. Straight flush draw for Benes and top pair, well, 2 pair for Spindler. Spindler has Benes covered in this hand. Benes starting the hand with 800,000.
There you go, spike the straight Benes. I'm surprised he checked the flop with such a big draw. Perhaps he likes it better now he's actually made the hand.
Well, Spindler will make a small bet. And Benes with the virtual nuts will make a small raise. It's all gone a bit limit poker.
Yeah, I like the raise from Benes because if he just called, you know, there's no disguise available. Has he got a straight flush?
He really does.
Hello.
Who had 33 minutes 27 seconds in for the jackpot hand? You just won a PokerStars Towelette set. You haven't won anything, there's no competition, sorry, I've just been told I can't jokingly pretend there's competitions. But he has got a straight flush, and this is where poker gets easy.
And Spindler makes the call, and he has to say, no, I can't beat a straight flush.
Confusing his opponents a little bit.
That's 3. 335. 35.
Call.
So Igor Kurganov's going to make the call with the Jack-7 of spades. We'll see a flop.
Heads up to the flop.
Igor Kurganov's the first player to speak. 2-9-3 with 2 spades, so both players have flopped the flush draw.
Trickett doesn't want to see a spade on the turn here.
Bet 80,000. 80,000.
So Sam's bet 80,000. Action's back on Igor.
Igor could quite easily check raise here with his spade draw. He's taking the safe option, he's just calling.
To the turn.
So we'll see the turn card, and it's the 4 of spades. Wow, what a card. That has made Sam Trickett a straight flush. He is absolutely unbeatable in this hand. And Igor Kurganov has got a jack-high flush, so he'll think that he's unbeatable. Both players will think they've got the best hand. This will be very, very interesting to watch.
This is what we call a cooler, Jono. All the chips are going into the middle. Sam has the absolute nuts. He's got the best hand possible. Igor's going to call 100%.
So Sam's bet out. He's bet 160,000 behind a check from Igor. So Igor's trying to trap him here, thinking that he's got the best hand. Little does he know that Sam is unbeatable.
Mullen, call.
Mullen, call.
Joined it.
Sixes for Chris McClung.
400.
Canadian raises to 400.
I like how he popped that chip in there. That was cool.
7-8 suited for Vanessa Selbst. Calling from the hijack. 9-8 of hearts.
More suited connectors for Thor.
Heath Herring calls from the cutoff. King 4 of hearts for Carlos Sanchez.
Sanchez is in position and getting some nasty pot odds.
He calls. Kevin Thurman folds the small blind, and Russell Jones folds the big blind. So 4 players will see the flop. Ten, 9, 6. What a flop! A straight flush draw for Vanessa Selbst and a set of sixes for Chris McClung.
This flop is so much action, it should star Jason Statham.
Let's not forget that Heath Herring has paired his 9, and he has a straight draw as well.
McClung's very likely to think he has the best hand with a set of sixes.
McClung has continued for 1150.
Vanessa has little to protect against. A raise could chase away some of her action.
She calls.
Herring also flopped pretty huge, like his arms.
He calls. Sanchez will get out of the way, so 3 players go to the turn. And there is the straight flush for Vanessa Selbst.
Vanessa's inner monologue. Please someone bet. Please someone bet.
McClung checks it.
He does not oblige. It's actually a pretty scary board for bottom set.
Vanessa checks as well. And Herring checks behind. 10 of clubs on the river. McClung improves to a full house.
Rivering a full house, usually a good thing. This time, not so much. This is gonna get ugly.
He bets 4,000. Vanessa only has 13,000 behind.
How much will the raise be?
She moves all in. Herring folds. Decision on McClung.
It is bottom full house. Maybe he gets away. I call.
No, he calls.
Sick, man. Yeah.
Looks like Sam Greenwood has folded because he has disappeared. 10-9 for Ali Reza. He has Vogelsang dominated.
I like the fact that Vogelsang still min raises. Definitely doesn't need to go all in all the time. Plus, he probably doesn't mind playing a pot here in position.
And what about now with 16 big
2 million
blinds?
you have, yeah.
I think in this particular order of players that he's fine with it.
So Ali Reza defends, and the 2 short stacks at the table go to the flop. By our calculations, Ali Reza has Christoph covered just 15 bigs behind for Fatehi, 14 bigs behind for Vogelsang. The flop is 8-7-6 with 2 diamonds.
7-2-2. Every time.
Can't ask for more action than this one.
The straight for Fatehi, the straight flush draw for Vogelsang. Plus, of course, he has a pair of 7s.
I guess I'll hop in the main one. Hachi Machi.
Vogelsang's shot clock is ticking. He continues. 210,000. Do you reckon it all goes in on the flop, Lex?
I mean, I would assume so. You could obviously always play the nut straight a little slower, but there's still a draw out there, you know, and that kind of makes people a little bit more uneasy. And not just because it could hit the draw, but what if the turn is the 5 of diamonds or the 4 of diamonds? You might lose action against an overpair with the nut straight.
$480.
There's the check raise from Ali Reza. 480,000.
You can see that doesn't leave him a ton of chips behind. In this situation, your fold button is just grayed out. Not an option.
Yeah, there's just no way.
Vogelsang calls the raise, and this hand going to the turn. Neither player has a pot-sized bet behind. Turn card is the 9 of diamonds. It's the straight flush.
No way.
All in.
Ali Reza shoves, drawing stone dead. Vogelsang calls with the nuts. Ali Reza cannot believe it.
فلاش داره. منم استریتم رو فلاپ.
Flops the nut straight. And Vogelsang turns the straight flush. Brutal. And that
من استریتم رو فلاپ خودمم.
is the end of Ali Reza Fatehi. Doesn't matter what comes on the river.
Well, I think, I don't know,
Good game.
it's probably about the same.
Wait, more? Is that more straight flush that just happened?
He's just improved to a 6-card straight flush.